Welcome to day 9 of the 30 Days to Ascension challenge. I am so happy you're here, and if you haven't already watched the videos from days 1 through 8, make sure you go back and watch all of those. You will want to watch these in order to get the most out of your experience. And don't forget that there are 3 parts to every day's lesson. The first part is the channeled message here on YouTube, what you're watching. The second part is the lesson in the membership, the channel collective. If you're not already a member, you can head to the link in the description below to learn more about everything you get when you join the membership. So that lesson goes more in depth about the topic. I share other things that the guides shared about this topic as well. I give some more examples to help you connect it to your daily life. So that goes much more in depth, and I often share some different things than were shared here. And at the very least, I would check out our free private community. It is not on any social media platform, and it's a great way to connect with other people doing this work. And then the third piece to each day's lesson, the daily email. So every single day I'm sending out an email that has some exercises in it to really help you anchor in what we talked about and just to support integration, because we are covering a lot of ground. All of the channeled messages are activations in themselves. The words have codes in them. Just listening to it, whether or not you're even internalizing it, is activating, is very activating. You might even feel things as you're listening, watching. I know many of you have expressed that to me. All good stuff, and every single sentence has just layers of information and layers of code within it, which is really, really cool. So keep that in mind. It's a lot of information coming through, and you'll probably want to go back and go through it again later on after you give yourself some time to process. I will also just remind you, I try and say this every single video. If I forget to say it on a video, I still stand firm in this, but make sure whenever you are listening to channeled information or reading channeled information, remember that you get to discern, right? So if it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally okay. It is up to you if you want to take it or leave it. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, no worries, leave it. Just take it as information. It's really important to remember, whether it is channeled information from yourself, yourself included, but also with anyone else, whether it's me or anyone else who's channeling information. It's just really important to practice discernment. And you get to decide what resonates and what doesn't. And no worries either way. So keep that in mind. So today, the Monarch Being is going to come through again. So they will come through, and yeah, we'll see what they have to say. All right. Give me a moment, I will connect, and then they will share their message. First, we wish to tell you that we are so proud of you for showing up to this process, for we understand that this work is not always easy, but the truth is that it actually brings you back into the flow of things. And so you will feel almost a dissonance between the two experiences you might have, but it is also one experience all jumbled together into one beautiful thing. And you might realize layers are within that experience that almost seem to be at opposing ends of the spectrum, but in fact, this allows you to realize that they are all in one, entangled into one beautiful experience. So what we mean by this is that in many emotions that may have come up through this process, in the difficult pieces of the process, which is to dive deeper, to go in deeper, and to bring up things that perhaps are painful or sad, things that you have suppressed, truths within yourself that you knew deep down but you did not want to face. In doing all of this work, we honor you for. We are so excited for you to do this. We understand that it might feel difficult because it feels uncomfortable, but in the process, how good does it feel to bring this all to light and to move through this and work through this? And do you see how something that is such a beautiful process can also have things that feel uncomfortable things that feel perhaps painful or sad within it. And this is why it is so, so crucial to realize that it is all not good or bad. Now, this is rooting you into your third dimensional perspective, which has its purpose, but in expanding your mind, it is to be able to take on different perspectives, different ways of seeing and feeling and being, and in doing so, being able to peel out what is the illusion, what is separating me from my truth, from my divine essence, and what is in alignment with my soul. Can we find beauty in all? For you can find beauty in all if you choose to look for it. Here is the thing, is that you will see what you are looking for. You will see what you are looking for. And so ask yourself, what are you looking for? Now, the topic we wish to cover with you today is letting go, for this is a very important part of shifting your vibration. Raising your frequency is so much, as you know, as many of you know, it is so much about letting go of what is not serving you. And so in this process of bringing to light what is painful, what is sad, what is disappointing, what you might not have wanted to face previously, you then get to decide, is this in alignment with my soul's truth, highest alignment, my energy, being a being of love? And if not, what do I need to let go? What do I need to release in order to allow my body, my energy body, my being to fill up with the energy, the frequencies that are in full alignment? And so it feels difficult for many of you already label it to be difficult, to release what is not serving you. What a topic. This is told to you quite often, release what is no longer serving you, but you might think this is easier said than done. But again, if that is what you have decided, then that is what you will experience. Isn't it interesting how firmly you might grasp onto the things that are actually causing you discomfort and pain, to feel lower than you truly are? You cling so tightly, and you claim it is difficult to let go. But in fact, to cling so tightly implies that it is ready to be let go. This is resistance. It is pulling, it is tugging. And where energy pulls and tugs, how does this feel for you? It is releasing what is no longer serving you to get you back into the flow. To get you back into the flow of alignment, to get you back in the flow of what is in alignment with your soul, with your truth, with your highest vibration. It is so much about what you let go of. And naturally, that which feels in alignment with the vibration of love will fill you up more and more. You are creating space for the truth of who you are to come out more and more. We are releasing what has perhaps made you forget the truth of who you really are. It is simply letting go of the older frequencies. And this might come up for you as pieces within your career, relationships, all aspects of relationships, patterns you engage in with others, with yourself, habits, fears. Why cling to the fears? Clinging to the fears, for this is a choice to cling to the fears, is choosing to keep the low vibration emotion within your being, within your energy body. How much clearer would you feel to let it go? For many of you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. This is how you perceive it. So what is the fear in removing that, in releasing that? Who is this serving? Is it serving anyone at all? For to cling so tightly keeps you within the pattern, the behavior, the dynamic. And if it is not serving you, it is not serving the other. For you must believe and understand that if it's not serving you, then the energy of the cord attaching you to that person's situation is not one of love, of compassion. You can feel the energy of the dynamic being rooted in perhaps guilt or shame, unworthiness, fear, anger. And in doing so, it is feeding those energies into the other, causing those energies to grow more and more so that you perceive them more and more. And in this way, it is also a reflection of you. Remember that letting go of something is part of this process to be able to step back into the flow. For to be in the energy that feels in most alignment for you will not feel like resistance, will not feel like energy tugging. It will not feel like force. There has been much to get many of you off track from the smooth sailing that is to move with the flow of alignment. For we work with you. You are the co-creator of your life. And as you have so much divine love, protection, energies around you who wish to work with you, why push against us? Do you trust? Do you trust? Why do you wait for something better to come in when you have not released what is not serving you? Where is the space for this? Do you trust that the universe will support you? Do you trust that you are love and worthiness and compassion naturally as the extension of source energy? This is your natural state. And as this is your natural state, why would it be that your life would feel like resistance? This is not your truth, and so it is to release. And in this process, you will find that the process of releasing feels a little different. It might feel easier than normal at times, as things naturally break away. For your vibration of love is so strong, of transformation, can almost push others away, perhaps if they are not on the same path. As you shift and change, as you come more into alignment with yourself, things might change. And in doing so, as your frequency changes, you might not be a vibrational match for the things anymore that used to be on the same wavelength you once were, that were a match then. What was a match then will not necessarily be a match now, and in fact, this is the sign of transformation. And as others might feel the shift within you, those who are getting back into their flow, getting back into alignment with their soul purpose, they will see you become more and more in alignment with yourself, with your frequency of love. They will see this light radiate from you, and they will feel that love for you. However, those who are more comfortable in their current state, if it is not of a high vibration, if they are caught in the illusions, will feel the distance between you, will feel the frequency shift, and feel the friction between you. This friction does not feel good for many. And so it is natural for them to tug on your energy, to push, to pull. It is not your job to stay in alignment with them. It is your job to stay in alignment with love, truth, yourself. And the truth is, for everyone to come back in alignment with their flow, with themselves, with their souls, this will create resonance between all, as you will all be able to see your connection again, and how you are all extensions of the same source energy. You will be able to see the love within the other. But in the process, you might feel that people are on different parts of the journey. And it is to stay in alignment with yourself and allow others to be in their own process, the same way you wish others to allow you to be in yours. What are you afraid to let go of? Why are you afraid to let go of it? How beautiful is it that things that were so amazing and wonderful in your life, that you attracted in, now perhaps are not serving you? What is this a sign of? Of shifting your vibration. In raising your vibration, that which you thought was amazing, that now no longer serves you, is simply a sign that something even more incredible is on its way to you. And this is how you make quantum leaps, is to release what is at a lower vibration than what you wish to call in, and step into the energy of what feels even more expansive. Shooting for the stars, as they say. For so many of you, set your sights lower than what you are actually in alignment with, because it feels easier. It almost feels safer for many of you for what is a bit lower in vibration than what is in true alignment for you, will tug on you a little bit more, and in that tug, you are reminded of your humanness, that you are needed, all types of emotions. Where are you addicted to the tug? What is the worst that will happen if you let go of what isn't serving you? This is an important question to tune into. It simplifies everything for you. We're asking you to take stock of what you're holding on to. You know there are things that you are holding onto quite tightly that are ready to be let go. It is up to you if you wish them to either snap off, which can feel like a jolting release, pull you down, tug you down and keep you there as you work so hard to rise, or gently release to allow yourself to move with the stream, with the flow of the universe. Think of everything that you are afraid to release, that you know is not in highest alignment for you, as a point on the ground. Think of all these things, and each point has a string coming from the point to your shoulders. How can you rise with so much holding you down? Where are you afraid to let go? The places where you are afraid to let go are the keys. These are the keys. These are the points of resistance. These are the energies of resistance that keep you where you are at. And this is one reason why it is difficult or scary for many of you to move through the ascension process, is to let go. However, the irony is that you will feel so much lighter, so much freer, so much truer when you release these things. You hold on to them because you think they will keep you safe. Are they giving you what you want? The only way to get what you want, if it is not in that energy of resistance, is to release the resistance so that you can catapult into what is in true alignment. And if you release, and it is in alignment with your soul, it will stay alongside you without the energy tug, without the friction, without the resistance. And so the question is, are you ready to see the truth of, is this in alignment with my energy? If I stop pulling, if I stop tugging, if I simply be, will it move with me in the stream or fall away? This takes courage. But you are ready for this part of the process. Where are you afraid to let go? This is where you always look when you are ready to transform, when you are ready to evolve, when you are ready to fully step into the flow that you feel when in full alignment, that carries you to exactly where you are meant to go. And in releasing and creating space, you put the call out to what is truly for you to come directly to you. It is time to release the resistance. Whew. Wow. All right. Thanks, Monarch Being. Head to the Channel Collective membership for the second part of this video. I'm going to have a lot to say about that. Or the second part of the lesson, I should say. And head to your email to check for the daily exercises. And leave a comment if this resonated with you. And I'll see you tomorrow.